Hello Internet, I am Kthorn and welcome to my channel where I am playing part 2 of Avowed. And my head started itching randomly. So last time we created a character. Our boat was destroyed. Our ship was destroyed. So it was a bit of a shipwreck, so it was myself and another character, Garrett? Maybe Garrick? Great character name. Loved him in DS9. Anyway, if you have never watched any of the 1980s, 90s Star Treks, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Specifically DS9. But anyway, we went up to a fort, which was supposed to be our fort. But it seems like all the people there got mushroomified. Mushrooms are evil in this game. I completely understand. I get it. So they're not okay. We saved a woman who was in jail there. She's now traveling with us. Made it to Paris, where we met Ashley Johnson. I just forgot the character's names. One of like Night Guard Captain or something like that. That's Ashley Johnson and Kai. Kai is now joining us. I enjoyed Kai. Kai had some great little one-liners. He's now joining us on this adventure. I got a side quest, and we were headed to the side quest when I had to save. It was really late, and my computer was struggling because it was the last thing I was doing in the day, and I had already done a lot, and my computer was like, "What the heck, man?" So this is now the very, very first thing that my computer is doing for the day. It should function a lot smoother, a lot less glitchy because of that. My hand is hurting a little today. I injured it somehow, some way a few years back, and whenever the weather isn't great, all this hurts. That's where I'm at. I don't know where my compression things are. You know what? Give me a second. I'm gonna go find my compression things. Alright, compression thingy found. Puppy dog found. What? What? It's puppy dog found. The puppy dog found. And I also hear Brindle. Yep, there she is. If you're new to my channel, I have 4 animals. 2 dogs, 2 cats. The dog you just saw is Wickham. He's a boxer mix. He's a sweet boy that just wants all the hugs. All the hugs. And then, also in my office, who might randomly jump up on my desk at some point, is the little Brindle. That's what we call her, the little Brindle. And I can hear my other dog getting into the capples. Capples are empty, but still. One sec. She knows better. And there's the other dog. Isa. The 4th animal, the 2nd cat, will not come in. He avoids my office like the plague because he knows I'll pick him up and put him in the camera because he is a big floofy Maine Coon mix. So he's not huge, but he's still a pretty big cat. He's 13 pounds. He takes up my torso. He's also a long cat. He knows I'll pick him up because he's adorable and a Maine Coon mix. Yes, so animals are free, have a compression sleeve. I also have tiny little, itty bitty, I'm really like itty bitty, tiny little chocolate chip cookies because I'm supposed to be eating food with one of my medications right now. And I don't have breakfast food. I'm eating chocolate chips for breakfast. Or chocolate chip cookies for breakfast. Because it's the best thing I got for breakfast. I don't even want breakfast. Like quick and easy breakfast food. I ran out of gluten-free muffins. But alright, let's continue. We're going to a cabin, if I remember straight. Pretty sure that's where we're going, is cabin. Oh, and I forgot to do the normal like, subscribe, comment. Don't forget about that stuff, guys. Like this if you end up enjoying it. Subscribe to see the rest of this game. At some point I might also play Atomfall. comment, give me game suggestions. Games that are similar to Wolf Among Us, Nancy Drew, Dispatch, those like click and point, episodic, limited time games. Really great for the channel. These are fun. I love this. I love the big open world RPGs. The only challenge is that I have to find a stopping point. When it's episodic, it has a built-in stopping point, which is nice. So please give me suggestions. You know, ever since I played God of War, games that have big loading screens like this are starting to disappoint me. And I know that was probably very, very difficult in God of War to get it all working. But they showed it's possible to not have to have big loading screens. I'm just saying. Oh, puppy dog. There we go. Jeez. Took forever. Your name is Garrett. No, you're Kai. Ooh, why are we standing in the ground? Why are we struggling to load? Jeez.
Oh no, you don't!
I don't know how to aim. What in the world? Hold up. Why are we struggling so much? Okay. We're gonna try this again. I spent like 20 minutes right now trying to fix this to get it to work. Though apparently... Ooh. I don't know if it will. Apparently, this game eats RAM. I have 16 gigabytes of RAM on this computer. This should not be happening. But holy crap. This game is a RAM eater. This is ridiculous. It didn't run like this last night. This was actually smooth last night. Just a little glitchy towards the end. My gosh. Ooh. Alright. Hopefully we can actually play this. Oh my god. Like, I literally went online to double check some stuff, and online it was like, yeah, you're gonna want to do all of this to make Avowed run smoothly, and I'm like, it is ridiculous that there are things online
Zara. They may be slow, but
to help it
they'll
run.
overwhelm you
What
if
the
you're not
heck?
careful.
Where's my bow? Why do I have a wand? Bow.
You take lead.
Right, anyway. Is better is great. What the heck? That was slowly enough out to knock you down. Moving. Oh, that's not what I wanted. That's shielding, couple blocking. I keep trying to block with the wrong button. Ah. I don't even have a block right now, actually. Sheesh. That is hard to do when it's also glitching a little bit. I hope she knows that she needs to fix her bridge there.
This is the Hengen's place. Or was. It's the Zarup's now. Quiet as the depths.
It's not X.
Next one's mine.
I'm just gonna steal her stuff. Or the Zarp stuff. I don't know. Somebody's stuff. Oh. Apparently my companion has a new ability point. This is the godlike tree, okay. Wizard, ranger, got it, and then fighter. This is what I have right now. I'm a fan of daggers. Throw 3 poison-tipped daggers in a fan, hitting multiple enemies. That's cool. Survivalist food restores 20% more health, and essence and bonus effect durations are increased by 20. Parry. Time a perfect block against a melee attack to knock an enemy back. Reduces stamina cost of dodge. I think in this one. I like the daggers. And then I've got a point here. For what, though? What about my damage? What about my health, attack speed, stamina, essence, and maximum range. Because I had taken a point from that to put in something else. So I'm just putting a point back. I'm not going to go through all of that. Sure. It happened again. When I was heating up my soup tonight, I heard the same scratching, and sure enough, the Zarup was outside. I dragged my chair in the front door, but it didn't try to break through. It just poked around the weed patch and stared at me through the window. What does it want? Do Zarups always bother people like this? Worse yet, why do I sometimes feel tempted to let it in? I keep having this dream about it. I'm always sitting at my table and the Zarup is there, and we're looking at a loaf of bread on a plate. When I reach for the bread, I wake up. What if it's the same Zarup and it's just curious? What if it's hungry? I mean, what could hurt? What am I thinking? This place has scrambled my head.
Anything juicy? Maybe it has something to do with that wall painting in the other room. Let's check it out. I'm no art critic, but I've never seen a mural like that. Looks like an elf and Zarup holding hands. What do you see? Why don't we ask Dehangan about it? It's her house. She ought to know something.
She scared my cat half to death. I was just trying to scratch her on the head, and she was like, "Oh God!" It's like a little hut back here. How do I... Because, like, I have these materials. Oh, at party camp. Got it. Question answered. I think my original plan was to head that way. To the next place I need to go, but maybe we'll head back and talk to Dehangan. That was close. Here we go with the glitching. My God. This keeps happening. I'm gonna have to drop this from being a game I'm playing on my channel. My gosh, this is ridiculous. Like, I've got this pretty dang limited at this point in the settings. I really don't know what else I could possibly do to make this run smoother. Because literally the only programs running on my computer right now are the game and the recording program. It just eats me. Oof.
Move along, please.
I was here first. I'm not going anywhere.
If you're not working or selling something, you're loitering. Clear the way.
Now listen. You might be digging out here, but these are our...
There she is.
Oh, please tell me I can go home now. Tainted? Why would they do that?
It's true. It looked just like you. Not sure they got your eyes right, though.
So, they've made it their territory. We'll never get them out. Obviously, it's strange. Alright. I lied to you. I can't keep it up anymore. Have you ever felt aimless? Like you ought to have a purpose, but you don't? Like you'd do anything to find out why you're meant to be here?
Yes, most of my life.
That's a stupid question, isn't it? Of course you'd understand. An animancer told me that I might have half a soul. I finally had an answer. The question was, who got the other half? I thought if I could meet this person and see what they were like, I might gain some purpose or something. And then I came here and found a Zorip. But what do I do about it? How do I not think about what I can never have? I'm so... I've got to find some meaning in all this. I can't go back and I can't go forward. I'm just stuck here. Lost. Again. Well, when you put it like that, all I want is to belong somewhere. Maybe I'm just not meant to. I'm so tired. I should go. Thank you for trying to sort through this.
Oh. Oh. Time for the main quest. There are probably other side quests here. That's crazy up there. Look at that. Man. I'm thinking I want to check out camp and maybe upgrade some weapons. Was it Judith? Fully restore health. Speak with companions. Enchant gear.
I haven't seen this much excitement in a while.
Ooh, you can store items too, so like you could store all the materials.
Perhaps I've got you to thank for bringing it with you, Envoy. You know, for most people, getting sent to the Living Lands is a punishment. But, according to Steenrick, you're the personal envoy of the Emperor of Adir himself. Quite a position. You must have gone through one of Adir's famous academies. I can't imagine you had time for much other than your studies, so tell me, is this your first time getting dirt under your fingernails? The Living Lands won't disappoint in that regard. Though the experiences on offer here have been the end of plenty of intrepid sorts. What I really want to know, since hard questions are your specialty, is why the Emperor would send his best scholar all the way to the Living Lands. Oh, that almost does sound like a punishment. I don't know how you investigate a so-called plague of the soul, so better you than me. Being a godlike, I don't suppose your patron deity gives you any unique insights into matters of the soul, do they?
I don't even know.
I thought every godlike knew their god.
Nope.
That's one of the stranger things I've heard. And out here, that's saying something. Sorry, these are unusual times. I haven't met anyone who's really seen the Dream Scourge yet, but that hasn't stopped people from worrying about the rumors. Refugees are flooding in from outlying regions. The guards are restricting access to the city. And people are making offerings to the gods for everything from hangovers to indigestion, just in case. And here I was hoping for good news.
Sorry.
Unfortunately, the presence of so many Adiran troops and the rumored exploits of the Steel Garrote Paladins supporting them is only making a tense situation worse. I think that's why the Clavenger accompanied your ambassador. I was in rough shape when I came to Paradise. Clavenger Amond helped me get settled here. If he's gotten into trouble, the least I can do is help him out of it. Especially if he's following up on rumors of the Dream Scourge. But what about you? What's your stake in things? Besides your orders, of course. Just be careful where you say that. That's the kind of talk that may get people thinking you've got the Dream Scourge. I'll let you get some rest, but thanks for talking. It's good to be part of a squad again. Even if it's just for a while. They say people afflicted with it have strange, vivid dreams and start confusing them with reality. Starts as a light daze, becomes severe disorientation, and eventually a bent towards chaotic violence. And then, fungal growths take over your body.
They ate the wrong mushroom.
So Dream Scourge. No, Dream Scourge is different. It spreads all over. Still, if you see any new mushrooms sprouting up anywhere unexpected, let me know. Until then, look on the bright side. The Living Lands is filled with people and things that are likelier to kill you first. To the Living Lands, a scenic port city that's as beautiful and dangerous as the wilds around it. Most visitors enjoy some mariner's porridge at the Ballarrock, a back alley shakedown, and then the sudden return of that porridge out of one end or the other. Then, if they've got any sins, they turn around and take their chances back where they came from, with authentic tales of their adventures in the Living Lands. It also has a reputation for making corpses out of people.
Touché.
These days, we have a few more would-be adventurers trying to leave their mark on the place. The Living Lands means a hard-won second chance for the people who settle here. But first, you've got to survive it. And the island gives no quarter. The folks who say that either last the longest or the shortest. For a lot of people, the Living Lands is a last resort. They come fleeing war, debt, famine, the law. Take your pick. For others, it's freedom. To seek glory, to redefine yourself, to live in a way you can't, maybe even on pain of death wherever you come from. Don't get me wrong, there are perfectly lovely people here, but most of us who stick around are a little odd. Used to be. If you could last out here, you could count on being left alone. Dangers in the wilds is nothing new out here, but something about the Dream Scourge is. And if that weren't enough, a lot of people aren't too keen on Adir's presence and affiliations out here. Ilgard's new embassy and his alliance with the Steel Garrote smell like the authority and order that a lot of people came here to leave behind. But I don't mean to put that on you. I imagine you're tired of having to answer for every Adiran who sneezes into somebody's stew. Envoy.
Cook recipes. Alter appearance.
After your voyage, it must be nice to spend the night on dry land. Personally, I've always found
Enchant unique weapons. Nope, I
the
can't.
rocking of a ship to be soothing. As long as I've got my feet facing the bow, that is.
Upgrade items. Okay. Can't upgrade my bow. I need 2 more Paradisian ladder. I can upgrade the wand, but I prefer to upgrade the bow. What about? Nope, I would need one more pelt. Sad days. Okay. Ah, rest until noon. Sounds like a plan. Okay. Time to go.
Build another palisade just like the last. When this one falls, what'll you adherents do then?
Tie alongside you, probably. You fall, we fall.
I will take your mind. There is an abandoned.
The stone wall up the road's in
Whoop.
last. Your pointy sticks don't stand
The
a chance.
for supplies. No.
Oh, look, Parody's and ladder. When heated, resin forms a hard. Incoming Zaros. Oh no, you don't. I was just getting warmed up. Zaros must have been scavenging supplies too.
Zarp tongue. Chanting material. Ooh, a lockpick. Oops. I need pelts. I can upgrade my armor with
I
pelts.
think there's something on the upper floor. We might be able to reach it from outside.
Only certain pots can be destroyed. Got it. But how do I get up there? Aha.
You got everything you need to fix up your armor. Let's head to camp.
We just left camp. But we just left camp. Do I have to? Dear Mother, every day on the front line is more dangerous than the last. I never thought I'd say that I would rather be facing an organized army than the encroaching wilderness. But this place is truly unlike any other. Still, through the grace of Vodka, we hold strong. The palisades are well defended and our resolve is unbreakable. When the next wave comes, we will be ready. Reinforcements from the homeland should be arriving within the week, and with them, relief. Know as you're reading this that sending this letter was the first thing I did when rotating away from the front. I love you, your darling son. Apparently, I have to go back to the camp. No, I just can't.
Watch out once you get past the palisades. The Stranger route is apparently hostile to life, as the scholars say. Wait a moment. Oh, Berth, eat my soul. You're the envoy. Sorry, didn't mean to be so informal.
Okay.
You sure? 'Cause I hear the godlike he sent here was real unusual looking.
You might not want to finish that thought.
Sorry for the glib tongue. I've tried to be more proper before. Didn't work. I'm no good at niceties, including abiding by most rules. The law and I aren't exactly the best of friends, no. Although, I think that's Adia's problem. I was mostly just stealing food. If you're born to the wrong social class, Adu makes climbing the ranks rather difficult.
That's one of those
Anyway,
places.
that's all in the past.
I'm not gonna keep asking questions. Much of my time got wasted trying to make the game run. So. Look, it's immediately night again. Yeah, I can upgrade the bow now too. Yeah. Okay.
Nice work. That'll help against whatever we face out there.
Oh wait. I guess we're just gonna chill here for another day. What this is? Oh, just a little storage thing. Pull the dock right there. Probably for fishing. That will take me towards what looks like a graveyard. Fascinating. Fast travel unlocked. Cool, so these are little fast travel things. Hold up.
Even Pargrunan walls can't stand against this place.
Good one!
Healing! Oh, come on.
Nothing like a win with a good team.
Oh. Don't eat that. This Magrin Fury. Extremely volatile. Don't eat that. Got it. Cooked rabbit. 150. Don't waste that. 15, 15, 7, 7, 7, 7, 5. Sorry, Mr. Bear, but you were gonna attack. The only thing I dislike about these types of games: kill the bear. More bears. Someone got killed by
A
bears.
rot seeps through here. Who poisons us? We cannot see.
Odd. Didn't used to be this overgrown. I can take care of that if you want.
Oh, I leveled up. Ooh, what do I want to put the point? Part of me wants to do Constitution because health. Part of me wants to do Perception because of critical hit chance and range. I think I'm gonna do health though. Abilities. Ranger. I don't think we can get the next. No, I have to be at least level 5. That's pretty good. I'm gonna go back. Do this on the action action radial.
Stand back.
Also, did I not does he have anything? Okay, no, he doesn't have it. So I've done 2 things, so I was like, I missed. Right?
Next one's mine.
Okay. Whenever we find a next one.
That's a bad way to go. Aim. It's almost like the brambles are trying to crush that house.
Leaves. Oh. +10 to poison and bleed accumulation. That's dodge distance. Transmogrify? Oh, so like I can look like that without equipping. Interesting. Why the mountain knight? You're all just the lemur things.
Where did all these brambles come from? It's so quickly. Aye, aye.
The scourge invades. Claw it out. It breathes. It is close.
Why do I feel like there's about to be a boss fight? Fail. Let's try that again. If I run, it'll give me a boost.
That's the claviger. What happened?
Are you blind? We're being hunted. Get rid of the band. We'll talk after.
Claviger Aemont. Unfortunately, I cannot dispatch any of my animancers to your grove, not until you can guarantee their safe passage. The Adirian presence in Paradise has complicated our diplomatic relations, but you already know that when you built an embassy. Knew that. Ignasi Vidaro, governor of Fior Mes Iverno? Oh. What's up, Ambassador?
Are you blind? We're being hunted. Get rid of the band. We'll talk after.
Love that I can't see. Fair.
Take that, you monstrosity! it.
Oh, you did
Well
nothing, you
done.
bastard.
What happened to that bear?
That's great stuff. Got a shield that I don't care about. Oh, but I could probably sell
Poor
it.
bastard. One of Ludwine's toys. Oh, my savior. Oh, thank the gods. Your arrival couldn't have been more timely. Oh, Ambassador Falchion Hildgard at your service. And you must be our Imperial envoy. Better late than never, I say. Keep it close until we're back at the embassy. I prefer to take bad news in the comfort of my office. Aren't you going to introduce me to your capable companion? Can
This is
he be
Kai. He's
trusted?
funny.
I found it pays to be prudent about the company you keep in Paradise. The Empire doesn't have many friends on these shores.
Hey, not with that attitude.
I'm charmed. I take it you had business with the Claviger? Poor fellow. It was the bear that killed him, of course. This wilderness has been a little too wild of late. I'm no woodsman, but I'm inclined to agree. We heard alarming reports of a blight in the wilderness, and a strange corruption moving toward the city. The changes in the ecosystem are expected, but this one was progressing too rapidly to ignore. We tracked the corruption all the way here, but all we found was that creature gone mad. So, the rumors of plague were true. The situation is more dire than I imagined. We need a plan of action before whatever this is consumes the living lands.
We are here. Come to us. Commune with us.
I'm good. That's nope. Creepy voices in my head,
waited
not
for
something
you.
for me to follow.
Come.
What's the matter? Can you hear me? But you... Very well, if you say so. The Emperor trusts your judgment, and so do I. Whatever you think is best, I'll support it. You know something of our troubles. That much is clear. What would you have us do? You suspect a connection. Interesting. Ardra is said to be filled with essence, soul stuff. And maybe the essence will respond to a godlike's touch. Oh, just be careful. The Emperor would never forgive me if anything happened to you.
Take it slow. We'll be right here.
Never can shove off. Is this? Common mace. Nope, I'm good. This is glowing. Forgotten soul. Interact.
It is you. Come closer. We feared you were but a dream. We awake from seasons of slumber. We have been waiting. In our nightmares for so long, your hand was a branch. Escape! We reached for you. And you are familiar to us.
Why?
Our memories are fractured. But you too are alone in your strangeness. Godlike. This term means nothing to us. But why would you belong to another, shackled to their will? shackled like us to rot and corruption. It spreads and festers and seeps and crawls. Poor bear, poor us, poor you. Yes, the air sings with its spores. It is everywhere. We can feel it. We fear it. We can see where it spreads. It is an infection. A foreign body invades. The host fights back. We feel the pain of this intrusion. It overwhelms us. If an animal sickens after a fight, as it howls and sings its agony, what do you do? Nurse it, care for it, grow it like the vines. We were loved once, perhaps. We remember, almost. A thought, like motion in the water. The rot festers. We could suck the poison out, let green things grow in its place, and we could give you the gift of our healing touch.
That'd be helpful.
But a favor for a favor. Would you help us in return when we ask it? We offer you the power to heal and be healed, and you would wheedle and bargain?
I just want to know what you want first.
Decide. Do you wish this power or not?
Cause like, what if you end up being a bad guy?
A favor for a favor then. This place shall heal, and you shall know our power. We tire. New again this world, new again words. We will find you soon.
Oh, godlike ability, Dream Touch. Heals and revives all nearby allies and deals damage over time to nearby Delimgon, Dream Thralls, and Vessels.
Incredible. Envoy, I don't know what you did, but that was miraculous.
You all right? You look like you were in a trance for several minutes.
What happened? What can you recall? Spare no detail. An attack on your very soul. Such an event could have killed someone, or worse.
Be careful where you go saying that. Nowadays, that kind of talk makes people nervous.
Inquisitor Ludwig will need to hear of this. I've agreed to share my findings with the Steel Garrote, as long as they do the same. Not that she has any interest in ecology. Ludwig is obsessed with our security. Sees enemies lurking around every corner.
Yeah, that's her.
Your interests are more aligned than you know. But while you and I answer to the Emperor, Ludwig and the Steel Garrote answer only to themselves. Stay out of their way, and they'll return the favor.
Trying to figure out who this guy is. Oh, someone show does a voice in here somewhere. That's cool. A lot of these just say voice. They don't say who. But this dude's voice is familiar. Taliesin Jaffe does a voice in here somewhere. Nice. I love Taliesin Jaffe. Maybe you're not helping. Oh, yeah, understood. Understood.
We'll talk more at the embassy. I'll ensure the Paradise militia give you free passage into the city. Ah, Envoy, what you've done here is truly amazing. Let's keep up the good work, eh?
Just watch your step. There are swaths of the city barely more civilized than this.
This side isn't helpful either. I wanted to know who his voice was. Unhelpful.
Whatever the Inquisitor's like, she can't be worse than that bear. Can she? You are full of surprises, Envoy. I'd heard God Knights have strange powers, but I've never known one to heal an entire grove. Guess your Emperor really did send the right person for the job, huh? Still, you have your work cut out for you in Paradise. Enjoy the calm while you can.
The path to Paradise is a tad overgrown, but I can find my way back.
Hold up, skeleton and stuff. What are these brigandine sleeves? Brigandine sleeves, there we go. Plus 5 power attack damage. This is so just 1% critical hit chance. Yes, let us heal and upgrade things. And maybe talk to people. Store items. Upgrade. The only thing I can upgrade is this. We'll upgrade it just in case I decide to try using it at some point.
Bjorgard doesn't seem like the kind of man you'd send to the frontier, does he? You seem much better suited to it.
Well, thank you. Cooking recipes. It's gonna be anything like the more recent Legend of Zelda games, or just and food. Cook. I can make grenades. Huh. Also make grog and merc brew. Ooh. That's actually pretty impressive. It's 10 maximum essence. But it would just be for like a temporary period of time, right? Alright. Oh, I'm gonna have to fight them. Maybe not. Hi, friends. I don't have to fight you. Yay. Well, it's pretty far ways down. I think we're gonna go this way. Pretty sure fall damage is a thing. But I don't see the people. Just the fire.
The so-called godless people disappeared centuries ago, but left plenty of ruins to remember them by.
There's the bad guys. That's okay. What if I just run past? I don't think there's a reason to fight y'all right now. Kinda wanna check this place. Tiny chest.
Despite the name, the Living Lands isn't an easy place to make a life, but it breeds resourcefulness.
What does bootleg wine have to do with animancy equipment?
Hide it under the wine and nobody will...
How did you get in there?
2 guards, wine, and a dead body. There's a story here.
Not anymore. We have the situation in hand.
Bon and I caught this man trying to load a crate onto the lift. Turned out he was smuggling animancy equipment.
So we've closed this lift down, as a precaution.
Oh, I'm sure he's got some hidey hole around here where he stored this stuff. Where he took it after, though, I couldn't say.
We've heard of bandits using this lift to sneak past the gatehouse, too. It seems the locals have been looking the other way for some time.
In the meantime, sorry, you'll have to go back to the main road.
Haven't searched him yet. We were only meant to be keeping watch, you understand? You're welcome to take a look if you think you'll find anything useful.
I'll ask you to refrain from using the lift, though.
Well, since you're the envoy, I suppose we can't stop you.
But if you bring so much as an Audra stone with you, we'll find out.
Neil, I find myself in need of a third essence generator and another passel of resonance amplifiers. I know it was a bear wrestling the last shipments from our friends in Fior, but my master there has led me to believe they have more than they can use, and thus can stand to spare a few. Should they make a fuss, I release you to offer them an extra shelling for each machine they'll part with. I have included an extra here for you. Walk in the light. Sargonis. I don't think this is the way I'm supposed to be going. This is just kind of where I That's a really far way. Maybe let's... We're just gonna go back. Ooh. Get off the ladder. I'm stuck on the ladder. Okay. Oh no. The glitches in this game are a bit rough.
Nice!
What is that? Freaking large spider thing, go away. Piss off. Don't do spiders.
Just like the good old days. Hope you don't mind spiders.
I do mind spiders, which is why we're not going into the cave covered in spider webs. It's not to the point where I feel the need to put on the arachnophobia thing. But if I can avoid the spiders, I will. Oh, that's lovely. Ooh. Stuff. You're a dead body. You don't need it anymore. There's nothing in here of any use. Cool. What the? I can climb. Right? Ha ha ha. Don't think this is an entrance. I do think there's a lot of boxes I can destroy. Don't do that. Yeah?
Nice banner, ain't it? I found it on... Must have washed ashore.
Welcome to Paradise, Envoy.
Oh, hey, what's up again?
Good work out there, Envoy. Only just arrived and you're already the talk of the town. Well, the ambassador ordered me to give you free access to the city. No idea why he's calling the shots all of a sudden, but
That sounds ominous.
anyway, you can go on ahead. The ambassador's expecting you. Well, she comes and goes. You never know where she'll turn up, and it's never for a good reason. Kind of like a nightmare. Once you're in the city, you'll find the Adiran embassy due north of the gatehouse. Take care, envoy.
Thank you, Ashley.
What? No parting words from me? After all the time we spent together?
Shove off, Muttonhead. How's that for a parting word?
With talk like that, it's no wonder the Adirans think we need a little civilizing. At least I'm in good company now, right?
Yes. You're funny. I like you. That's as much as it takes. Captain Sinric, the western gatehouse is closed until further notice. No one comes or goes until your claviger returns. Ooh. I expect the Paradise militia to answer to the Steel Garrote. Before you object, remember that your city is leaderless and undefended, and without leadership, a militia is nothing but a mob. Jeez. I expect your compliance or your resignation. Inquisitor Lowen. Wow. Anything? No, nothing? Okay.
Envoy!
Someone shot me. I took on bear claws. One arrow should not have affected me like that. But I think this was supposed to. Hello again. Also, I'm cold, and I don't
You
have
should not be here. You should be free, whole, the blood feeding your veins. Why are you here?
Somebody shot me. That's not an option. There should be a fourth option until somebody shot me.
The arrow struck. Then your soul found us, here in the emptiness, where the gods live and the dead wait. A cage, a prison. We feel the souls of multitudes, a current beneath the skin of this place. We could dip our hand in once, feel them near us. But now, we are trapped like wasps in amber. But you should be alive.
Well, tell that to the person who shot me. At least it was quick.
Worse, you died. Someone cut short your span. An arrow broke the skin. It carried poison to your veins. A festering blot of corruption spread through the root and sap. It stilled your heart.
Yep, that's how it works.
Silenced the song in your mind. As many as the beetles and worms in the soil. But we do not want that. We could send you back.
Okay.
Just this once. We are bound. We are leaf and root. We are stream and sea. Help us. We sense the rot and we fear it. We fear how it seeps into us, into our memories. You must find us, free us from our prison.
Okay.
Like a scent in the wind, yes. We will show you, but first, we will free you.
Ooh, that I just can't get comfortable in my chair. Jeez. Anyone else have a hypermobility disorder and sometimes you just can't get comfy? Well, let's get this over with.
You shall know pain like no other.
Lovely. I mean, I have endometriosis. I already know that.
Is agony.
Never had kids. Don't even know if I can. The endometriosis might have ruined that possibility. What is that in front of me? Is that Kai? Oh, it's Kai. He was just in a weird... Hi. Long story.
You're awake? Thank the gods. For a second there, I thought I had a problem on my hands. You're alive, somehow. That's what counts.
Glad to see you with us. I was sure you were already on your next trip around the wheel, but I brought you here just in case. If anyone can work a miracle, it's Liviana, though whatever restored you is beyond even her skill.
Who killed me?
That's what everyone in Paradise is asking. The streets have been less murderous since your ambassador and his guards took up residence. But your assassination is bound to upset that uneasy peace.
There's something I still don't understand. Envoy, you died.
To its past lives. Ooh, I like both of these. I like the first one because it makes me think of The Princess Bride. I spent years building up an immunity to iocane powder. But I also like the does this mean my soul is going to awaken to its past lives? I like that too.
A night of heavy drinking could awaken your soul. Who knows what death could do to it?
Cool.
What does this mean for her? Should she expect anything else strange? Other than coming back from the dead, I mean.
That depends on a few things. Visions and hallucinations? Likely. Manifestations of past lives? Uncommon, but possible.
Anything she should avoid. Exercise, hard drink, strong sveff.
Look for patterns. If your friend has any troubling signs, be attentive to what triggers them. This is far beyond my expertise. You should visit Runid, our local watcher. She would know what to make of your strange, stubborn soul. You've worked with one before. Good. You have an open mind. A watcher examines the soul down to its very core. I can't think of anyone more qualified for the job.
Cool.
Runid's shop is in the hills to the northeast. A bit of a walk. Just head out of the gate to the east of town and follow the path that curves to the north. It should be perched up in the hills. Oh, but avoid the Watcher in Hightown. She's a known charlatan. I'll send word to the ambassador that you survived, but he'll no doubt want to talk to you. Head up the stairs outside my clinic and take a left onto the main road. That'll get you to the embassy. Apologies. Paradise is a bit of a maze, especially to newcomers.
Don't worry. I know my way around. Which is why I should go with you. Your assassination is bound to have stirred things up. Your troops are going to be on edge until your killer's found, and some of us still have to live here. Don't mention it. Besides, I don't want this to blow up any more than you do. The sooner we solve your murder, the better for everyone. And we should talk back at camp. I'm hoping you can help me understand what just happened to you.
buy probably like healing potions and stuff from her. Ooh, the letter. Do whatever it takes to bring back the envoy. I know you used to be an animancer, and if you still have any of your old equipment, well, some of us are willing to look the other way. If the envoy dies, I cannot guarantee your safety. A friend. Jeez. Ew. I will take that.
Hey, I had a dream about you.
Letter from Fiormes Evernal. Liviana, Emerald Stair is not the same without you. My animancers are in desperate need of guidance, and I understand why you left, but your talents are wasted on that nest of vipers. When you've had enough of healing the body, come back to us and work on healing the soul. Ignacy Vidaro, Governor of Fiormes. I've compared our local herbs to the same ones imported from Idir. If my findings are accurate, then everything that grows in the living lands is more potent. Everything. Cures as well as potions. Of course, all the best ingredients go in the deadliest parts of the jungle, so maybe I should harvest a few seeds and pay someone to grow them in the republics, just to see what happens. Or maybe I should contaminate... Maybe I shouldn't contaminate the mainland until I understand what I'm dealing with. Yeah, probably that. Place is boarded up. Oh, wait, stuff. Something shiny.
Envoy, could I speak with you for a moment? So, you're that godlike, the Adiran envoy. You're the one who saves the ambassador from the Strangleroot, right?
Yep.
I'm just trying to help some friends of mine. They're Adirans, but they've had a string of bad luck. Is there any chance you could lend them a hand? Galarde. Loughled and Gladwine came here about 8 years ago, long before the recent rush of Adirans. They admitted to having a checkered past back home, but they started a new life in Paradis. Back then, you'd struggle to find an Adiran in the city. Now they're everywhere. Anyway, with all these Adirans coming in, Loughled and Gladwine started spotting old faces. And if they were spotting old faces, it was only a matter of time before those faces started spotting them back. They're lying low in the shantytown for now, but they mean to leave for Thirdborn.
Adherents in the shantytown. I doubt they're getting a warm welcome. Most of the people there are Paradisans run out by Adir.
They're afraid to go out in public, and Gladwine, poor soul, he's gone blind from bad drink. Exactly. And the required herbs grow in the wilds around Paradis. It's a little too dangerous for us ordinary folks, but for the Adiran envoy, for the hero who braved the Strangleroot, I'm sure it will be no problem.
Ending with flattery is a nice touch.
Agrasima.
Agrasima. What's that? It's a cool word.
Many thanks, envoy. Oh, there is one more thing they need. Land deeds. They've already paid for them. There's a Rawatayan in the Pearl District, Mako, who was handling the paperwork. No. We had a falling out a while back. It's best if someone else goes. Thank you, envoy. God bless you.
Yeah, but I don't think that's what I want to focus on right now. I want to focus on this one. It's just annoying the crap out of me. So I do like that these are easily located here. Just in case I gotta look it up. Okay, why does this say? Oh. Completed. Cool. Well, that's not far, but where's A? Way over there. I guess I'm starting with B. It's just right here. There's so many purple things to read. The Cartographers Guild, Volume 1. Long as the renowned Cartographers Guild served the emperors and queens of Adir, it is we who are responsible for the creation and distribution of the many maps throughout the empire. Whether to direct travelers throughout the expanse that is Adir, guide ship captains on their voyages throughout Eora, or simply adorn the walls of an aristocrat's home, one can rest assured that the Cartographers Guild is behind the creation of every one of those works of art. For over 2 centuries since the Noble Expedition Corps discovered the Eastern Reach, we have worked and labored to keep all of the Empire and her colonies supplied with accurate, high-quality maps. God's willing, we will continue to do so for centuries to come.
But you're here. Still can't believe you're alive. None of the clerks believe my story.
Adir Customs. Adir is a country rich with custom, and they are known for their strict adherence to them. Their customs run the gamut from grand celebrations like the Feast of Feasts to mundane superstitions, such as ways to avoid Svef addiction. This volume will focus primarily on bigger celebrations, as no one knows how to throw an extravagant party quite like an Adiran. The Feast of Feasts. The biggest and most important of all Adirian customs is the Feast of Feasts. This week-long celebration happens the first week of Fonestu, Deep Summer, and is dedicated to honoring the life of the first Ferkonig. Ferkonig? Each day of the week is devoted to some aspect of the Ferkonig's life, and there are very specific dishes to be served at each meal. The Feast of Feasts originally began as a festival celebrating the birth of the Ferkonig's first son, and soon became a yearly occurrence during the week of his birthday. Currently, Adirans simply use it as an excuse for a party and pull out all the stops in an effort to outdo the previous year. Unless you wonder, as I did, which Ferkonig is honored during the Feast of Feasts, it is always the current one. Which Ferkonig is the first and only Ferkonig. Sweet Treat. A special custom that arose at some point during the Feast of Feasts, Sweet Treat started as a way to keep children occupied so the parents could dine in peace. While it is still used for that today, significance has been added to it. Each treat is placed in a container, usually small metal boxes, and hidden somewhere on the property. After everything has been hidden, the children are sent out to find the treasures. It is said now that the hidden treats represent Glanfathan artifacts, and the children are the explorers, bringing the riches back to their new and rightful owners. Carnival of the Mask. When the original colonists for Adir traveled to the new land, they found the dire wood in the name of the Adirian Ferkonig. They encountered the Glanfathan people. The Carnival of the Mask celebrates this meeting. Originally, it was merely a formal reenactment as a play of the tensions between the Glanfathans and the Adirian settlers, but it has since evolved into much more than that. Participants choose sides and come dressed in elaborate outfits depicting which group they have decided to align themselves with, Adirans or Glanfathans. Everyone attends a masquerade ball, and this party replaces any semblance of the play that was presented. Winter's End. Winter's End was never anything more than an excuse for a celebration, and it hasn't changed in all the years it has existed in Adir. It takes place during winter dusk and lasts all 3 days. People use the time to reflect on the year, celebrate their lives, and remember the dead, especially those who have passed in the recent year. Cool. In approximately 2200 AI, a group of tribes called the People of the Deer unified a new civilization called the Adir Kingdom. The tribes, small and widespread over the land, knew it would be better for their continued existence to unify. The leaders of each tribe became advisors to the king, chosen by the group. Each advisor would still be lord over his people, but each lord would answer to the Ferkonig. Oh, Fair Koning, first king. This decision was exactly what was needed, and the Aedirian kingdom thrived, spreading across the land and establishing strong trade routes. The Aedirians became known as fair but shrewd businessmen. While the country thrived and internally there was little strife, there were still the occasional skirmishes with neighboring elven kingdom Colquhoun. Not long after the kingdom was formed, the Aedirian people began studying animancy. Still largely unknown at that time, animancy was an exciting, terrifying new realm in which Aedirian scholars saw great potential. This potential came to bear fruit in 2260 AI when a group of animancers, working together, transferred the soul of a recently departed man into another body, creating the first of what would later come to be known as the Undead. The reaction to this discovery was swift and decisive. Both the King of Aedir and the Church of Wodica condemned this event, and the study or practice of animancy was outlawed. It would never again be practiced openly on Aedirian soil. Conflicts with the Colquhoun continued, escalating into a minor war in 2398 AI. Afterward, a treaty was signed and the Kingdom of Aedir merged with Colquhoun to form the Aedir Empire. With the political and military strife now settled, the Aedir Empire would become an economic powerhouse, able to acquire and generate resources that were difficult to obtain in other parts of the world. The Empire's trade routes became some of the most lucrative in the world. Ambassador Hilgard. I have maintained order in Paradis for many years. I know this city. When there is a good leader and fair policy, there is peace. But you have allowed the Steel Garrote to terrorize my people, to sow distrust and fear. I suggest you tighten your Inquisitor's leash, or the embassy might not carry your banners for long. Claviger Agent. Dear Diary, here I am in the living lands. This island might not be the safest vacation spot, but it's certainly the most colorful. Also the most flavorful, according to these mushrooms. And mushrooms seldom lie. Really? Before I forget, I promised Bakarna I'd bring back a souvenir. This rumor of a fallen star in Emerald Stair could be a nice addition to her collection. A message is scribbled on the inside cover. If found, please return to Tane the Archmage, author of Tane's Chaotic Orb. In 2602 AI, Aedirian explorers returned from over the ocean, telling tales of the ruins and treasures there and of expansive fields that were perfect for growing Vorlas. The explorers warned the Fairconing that the locals were not friendly to outsiders, but the Fairconing, seeing this as an opportunity to extend his empire and secure trade on another continent, sent more explorers. Over the next 20 years, the area that would become the Direwood was investigated, mapped, and colonized. In 2623, the first permanent Aedirian colonial settlements were established. Vorlas fields were set up north of the forests in the Direwood, but between the conflicts with the Glenfathans and the War of the Broken Stone, it floundered. It wasn't until 2643 that the opportunity presented itself again. Some Eothasian pilgrims, wanting to escape persecution, established colonies and Vorlas farming operations in the territory of Rhaecerys. With Grand Vilia on the verge of collapse, the Fairconing wanted to ensure his hold on the purple dye trade would be established. He encouraged the settlement and even paid to have the pilgrims set up in the New World. Because the Fairconing was still trying to secure his name in the purple dye trade, he was unable to properly respond to Admeth Hadret when he issued his ultimatum. To avoid a rebellion and leave himself time to oversee the Vorlas farms and raid Ceres, the Fairconing relented and made Admeth a Gref Palatine. In return for this concession, Admeth spent time and resources on the Direwood's trade and shipping routes, benefiting their Fairconing with increased income. For 7 years, the Direwood provided Aedir with a steady income, leaving the Fairconing time to ensure his trade system with raid Ceres was strong. With the Fairconing's attention elsewhere, Admeth instituted the 10 Years' Treaties, ending slavery in the Direwood and permanently removing one of the revenue sources provided by the Direwooden explorers. The artifacts from the ruins scattered throughout the Direwood. At this point, the Fairconing's word meant almost nothing to the citizens of the Direwood. Admeth Hadret has replaced him as their true leader. In order to undermine Admeth's standings, the Fairconing found allies willing to explore the ruins against the treaty conditions and plunder them. Soon Aedir again had a supply of artifacts to sell. When his agents were eventually caught, the Fairconing distanced himself from the operation, certain there was no way to link him to the proceedings. But the Gref, using means provided to him by his Glenfathan allies, discovered the evidence needed to prove the Frekoning was behind the plunders. The conflict that arose from this revelation led to Admeth declaring independence for the Direwood in 2668 AI. After a bloody 4-year-long war that resulted in the death of Admeth, the Frekoning relented. Trying to keep control of the Direwood had become too costly. He signed treaties with the new Duke of the Direwood and returned his attention to the raid Ceres, redoubling efforts on the warless trade, which is still today. Oh, keep jumping instead of doing this. We found this book on a public bench. After careful study, our scribe has confirmed the handwriting matches the signature found on scrolls of Tane's chaotic orb. Be advised that Tane is in the Living Lands. As a member of the Circle of Arch-Magi, he has license to go where he pleases. We will observe him at a distance, but no one is to engage him. Tane is either a harmless fool or one of the most dangerous people alive. We simply can't take that chance.
Envoy, hello.
Hello.
I'm glad to see you on your feet.
Sakura.
Kai. Tej. I'm surprised they let you in here.
I'm surprised you're still gainfully employed.
Naturally, Mom. How can I help you? Should you ever need me, I will be here. Safe travels, Envoy.
Thank you, Teague.
Envoy.
There's a letter. Claviger Ament. I know the blighting of the strangle root is a cause for concern, but I must strongly discourage any trade deal that involves buying additional crops from Fior Messiverno. We cannot endorse the blasphemous trade of animancy, much less welcome it at our dinner tables.
Is it really you?
Hold up, there's other glowy things. Oh my god. This is so much. Oh, this is pronunciation. It's fine, I'll keep messing it up. Inquisitor, I have been in Emerald's Stair long enough to confirm our worst suspicions. The people of Fior Messiverno care not for the laws of mortals or gods. Animancy and folk magic are peddled in defiance of Wodaka. Their crimes are innumerable, their way of life intolerable. All is not lost. Politically, they are unstable, too focused on themselves to notice our eager hands tightening the garrote. We await your order, your friend in the forest. I must admit it is proving impossible to build diplomatic relations. The locals have a natural distrust of outsiders, and we have nothing that they want. Inquisitor Lodwin believes that time and pressure will prevail. Would that I shared her confidence. Lodwin, under her gaze, I feel scrutinized down to the bone, picked apart like carrion, and stared through by a pair of cold, motionless eyes that have glimpsed too far beyond the veil, reducing me to some depraved pilgrim who prays only for her ossified claws to work their way under my skin, liberating me from this pathetic envelope until at last we are together as a skeletal pair, limbs intertwined not as two beings but as one. There's no shame in being attracted to power. Nevertheless, I must keep such feelings to myself, lest they be met with revulsion or worse, enthusiasm. Jeez. Okay, man. What's up?
I can't believe you're alive. When they dragged you to Liviana's clinic, I assumed the worst. How do you feel? And yet you rallied your spirits and reported for duty. Your dedication is admirable.
But we'll return to the topic of your untimely demise shortly. Our first order of business is your purpose here in the Living Lands. You said you had a missive for me from the Emperor? Very good. I'm eager to see what our Emperor intends. Now, His Majesty names you a loyal servant of the Adiran Empire, and an extension of the throne's authority. Thank goodness. At least someone understands the gravity of our situation. And I can't think of anyone more suited for the job. You've seen how wild the Living Lands has become, both in nature and in politics. Sometimes I think the island has a mind of its own. No sooner had you arrived than you found yourself at the center of our troubles. Well, not to mention your abrupt and untimely death.
Yeah, that one was weird.
This embassy has no shortage of political foes, but the Dream Scourge is what keeps me up at night. You've seen firsthand what it can do in nature. We can't let it reach the cities.
Agreed.
Thank you, Envoy. The island is in capable hands. Inquisitor Ludwig thinks the plague is a distraction. She's more concerned about these local rebels fighting against the Empire. Your instincts do you credit. They were paradisans once, law-abiding laborers. Now, they're fugitives and oath-breakers hiding amongst the populace. They've sabotaged our work, killed our soldiers, and the final straw, attacked you out in the open. Something about a labor dispute gone wrong, I think. The Steel Garrote got involved, and it turned quite ugly.
A lot of disputes arise because people here have a strong aversion to being told what to do.
I won't lie to you, Envoy. Our position is tenuous. If we can't even defend ourselves, how are we to defend the living lands? But defend it we must, for the sake of everyone who calls this island home. Inquisitor Ludwig demands that someone hang for the attempt on your life. These Paradisan rebels must face justice. Ludwig goes where she likes, haunting the living lands like a vengeful spirit. She'll reappear when she chooses, and not a moment sooner.
Okay.
Let's make sure to give her some good news for a change.
Not many get a chance to solve their own murder, you know.
Touché.
I know someone who could help. A dwarven tracker named Marius. Kith or beast, there's little he can't find. He's staying at the Grinning Ballarrock, not far from Liviana's infirmary. We just take the main road east to the market, then head down the stairs and cross the canal.
All right.
Rough part of town, even by the standards of Paradise. I can tell you're skeptical, but remember that you're an outsider here, and a lot of Kith aren't exactly thrilled to see so many adherents in their midst.
New weeds, a new beast in the tall grass. Predator or mate?
As you've seen firsthand. You could use some local help, especially if we really are after Paradisans.
I suggest you recruit as many allies as you can, but choose carefully. They, like you, will represent the Empire. But before we can send you off to parts unknown, we need assurances from the local healer that you're fully recovered. After all, you survived a brush with death. The health of your body is one thing. The health of your soul is another. An unusual course of treatment, but who am I to argue? Remember, the assassin is out there. You have the element of surprise. I suggest you use it. You'll have tales aplenty, that's for certain. And a long tapestry of battle scars. We'll talk more of the Dream Scourge when you return. Until then, Envoy.
How about we start with Marius at the Grinning Ballarrock? Besides, I could use a drink after all this.
Oh, they're both this way. Okay, I was like, there's the other one.
Hey, it's all closed. But what's the point? It's useless without the data.
That from...
You're the one they all crow about, eh? Best hunter and guide in all of Dawnshore?
Just Dawnshore? Phew, must be slipping.
You just look like a drunken dwarf to me. Ha! The mighty Marius, deep in his cups, ready to take on the deadliest prey, providing they're asleep at the time.
Right. Take another sip of my cool. Rude not to finish a drink someone bought for you.
No wonder you're hiding behind a mug. You're too worried about being polite to survive out there.
The dwarf there is Marius. Best tracker I know. Just watch. This'll be good.
I heard you're from Solace Keep. How great a survivor could you be, hiding behind stone walls all your life?
You don't know anything about me, you Adira Nimdut. So maybe go back and take another blessed day sip.
But here you are. Tell me, how does one get kicked out of a place that never lets anyone leave?
Dukte Drago Sakasapt Jitule. You want to talk so much, I'll cut you a second mouth across your throat.
Marius can handle himself. Of course, if you're bored, we could always start something anyway. I think this is about to get interesting.
I knew you were blessed in Nimdut the moment I saw you coming. Thought maybe I'd teach you a lesson. So I paid the bartender a few gold to drop a tiny bit of Widow's Kiss into a cup and serve your drink in it. Cramps should be starting in a few minutes, so, if you want to fight, we should go ahead and get started.
You know your stuff, but I doubt they do.
Envoy, you see? Will you stand by and allow this maniac to poison a fellow subject of the Emperor? Oh, I can feel it. Gods, you.
Oh, that is quick. You better get to a healer before the poison spreads to your brain.
You wait, Marius. I'll be back. Hopefully.
Like Marius. That was funny.
Well, that was something.
Marius, this is the infamous Adiran envoy. Envoy? Marius.
Well, any friend of Kai's is definitely a person. You know your poisons. It was a test. That guy's such a nim dude, he thought he was doomed. And he actually believed I could pay the bartender to poison someone's drink. Gods, the taverns in Adir must be rough. I need to see the scene of the crime, over by the town gates. I promise there's something left there we can use to track them. The assassins wouldn't go near that place anytime soon. And you don't have to worry much about people cleaning up in this town. We'll figure this out, Amakul. Don't you?
Okay, the companion. And as the best hunter and wilderness guide in the living lands, Marius has lived all over the living lands, but there's no place he truly calls home. He uses ancient Pargrunin stealth and survival techniques to gain the advantage over his foes, trapping them in gripping vines or disappearing from sight to ambush them with a silent attack. So, first things first. These. Apparently I've got something in my inventory. Oh, I have a point available. I keep running out of essence very quickly. Companions. Yeah, that's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. She already has binding roots. We've got Heart Seeker. Marius takes aim and fires a piercing shot that always hits its mark, passing through any obstacle in its path. Marius vanishes into a cloud of smoke, then reappears near an enemy and slashes them with his daggers. Marius attacks deal bleed accumulation. Kinda like this. That's cool. Oh, does he have another one? Hmm. Alright. Do I have something weird? Oh, I have another point available. Oh, do I have enough to get to rank 2? Oh, I also have rank 1 here, apparently. These are unlocked. Ooh. Shadowing Beyond. Channel the Beyond. Becoming invisible and draining essence until your next combat action. Step into the Beyond, reappearing behind your enemy. It's daggers. Finesse. Increases damage with bows and guns by 25%. And then this is my godlike stuff. Cool. Close. Close. Really? Amelia, I'm coming up on the time that I need to call it anyway, but can we, I don't know, actually get to a point where I can save? Hello? It's like this isn't... Okay, it is picking up on my mic. Jeez. Absolutely no reason for this to be happening right now. Oh, hello. Unless it's my internet that's causing this, which is very possible. Maybe I need to start unplugging my computer from the internet. Because if it's also trying to be connected that way, that could be causing problems. Ooh. Yeah, look at those graphics. That was bad. That's my internet's fine. But what tends to happen is it tends to start to do this. There's a fluctuate. Come on, I just wanted to find though. I wanted to wrap up with the Watcher, but I might have to just save and end it if it's struggling this bad. is up with your mouth? I don't know why, but it looks weird. Like, literally, when I looked at
You there?
everything being used,
Are you just going to stand there and gawk at that body all day?
He's dead. It's not like I can do anything for him now, can I?
You can see that the poor bastard is properly processed. What is this? A charnel house?
First week in the Living Lands.
there's graffiti over there. Oh, oh. Still a little glitchy, but it's improving. Seriously, when I looked it up, or like pulled up my task manager just a moment ago, like it wasn't even as bad as it was at the start of the game. It was only like 50% usage on the RAM.
Surprised they'll let us walk out of here.
Ways to go for the Watcher. Maybe we should investigate the crime scene first then. What is that? We'll go through the city. I don't want to try and be in a fight right now, with it being this glitchy. Okay, it should work well in an area that's already been rendered and loaded. Should being the key word here.
Looking for work, aren't you?
At the moment, no, I am not. I am busy trying to solve my own murder.
Boy, I've got a situation over here.
Here?
Oh, good. You came over. Glad to see you're up and about.
For fuck's sake, can we move this along? I don't have all day.
The same thing we deal with every day. Most of us are off searching for the ones who attacked you. That leaves us short-handed, so people like her try to sneak in. I caught this one, but I have to check her cart for contraband. There's a lot to dig through. Find anything?
Finally! Someone with some common sense around here.
All right. If she says so, you can go. Welcome to Paradise.
Much appreciated, Envoy.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's my blood.
This is one of the...
Right here. This is where the envoy fell.
If it were me, I'd take the shot from up there above the embassy. Let's see if we can get up there.
Sometimes we get more contraband coming through here than honest goods.
There are places elsewhere on this island that would kill for their supplies. Literally.
Arms up!
Great spider thing.
Nice! You're too late!
Good fighting.
Glass is empty, but it reeks of swamp water and rancid berries.
Smells familiar, but I can't place it. Whatever it is, it's not used for game hunting or keeping beasts out of your garden. The apothecary might know more. That's where I'd look.
Seems like a good place to start.
Go back to the market and up the stairs to the east. You'll see a large building with a big window on top.
The Mermaid's Den. Nice place. We should say hello to Juliana while we're there.
The apothecary is in the back alley. Any luck? We could track down who made this poison. Find your killers.
Can't climb up that. Alright, I should be calling this here soon now. I have made up for time and I need to get some lunch. What if I want to go here? Ha 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 ha. Too many spiderwebs that way. I love all the little nooks and crannies that you can kind of run through though here.
Come on. Walk in, give her the letter, and go. You can do this.
I agree. I don't know who you are, but I agree. You can do this.
I always thought they should move to High Market. Then they'd make enough to eat.
I wouldn't go up there, stranger. That's Sparrowhawk territory.
Adherents ain't welcome around the Pearl District. Mind yourself.
Smile and be yourself. Or maybe just smile.
Let us in, sweetheart.
I told you, we're closed.
Not for us, you're not.
Please, this is all I have.
Huh. Aren't you the Outlander who died in the streets? How are you... It doesn't matter.
You've got to help. He's gonna hurt me again.
Everyone take a deep breath. No one is hurting anyone else today. Right?
You seem to like beating up on little guys. Want to take a run at me?
Listen to me, dead woman. What happens here does not concern you. Walk away. Ha! You Adherents always think everyone's out to get you. If I wanted to kill you, you'd be dead already. This is getting tiresome. I wasn't really gonna hurt the apothecary, but I'm really, really gonna hurt you.
Oh, this is gonna suck.
Bullshit. I don't see any imp. And besides, they don't eat souls. Do they?
Stick around. Find out for yourself.
Hey, boss, maybe we shouldn't. Fighting a godlike seems wrong somehow.
I knew you'd gone soft. We'll settle this as soon as I'm done here.
Here we go.
Hey!
Next one's mine.
There you are, swine. This time, you're staying dead.
Just when I thought this was too easy.
That's Thala. You really stepped in.
Oh, yeah.
On your right. They won't get past me. Let's see what you got.
Why is dodge not working?
Over here.
I can't believe they're dead.
We got them all.
I will take all of that except the hammer. I don't care about the hammer. Make. Ooh, a lockpick, yay. That was really tough with it being glitchy. Yay! We're gonna talk and we're gonna save. 'cause
Envoy,
it's
thank you for
struggling too
dealing with
much.
those miscreants. There's a plague on these streets, and they are a symptom.
A gang
There's
of
a red
bullies shaking down honest folk seems more like the cause to me.
It's no more dangerous here than anywhere else. It's just that monsters here have knives instead of fangs.
You even killed Thala, the biggest, baddest of them all. The Sparrowhawks are gonna come after you.
I thought the perk of killing the biggest guy in the gang was scaring the rest of them off.
Don't I know it? Good help is hard to come by. You don't have to come to my defense. No one sticks their neck out for anyone in these parts. Poison? Let me take a look. Wait, I recognize that from my wares. It's oil distilled from Santa Torre, a berry native to the Living Lands. Envoy, please, I had nothing to do with your murder. Anything's poison in the wrong hands. Salt can kill you dead.
I think I'd recognize salt. Yeah, I've eaten at the Balrog after all.
Relax. We're not here for you. You couldn't have known how it would be used, right?
And before you ask, I can't tell you who bought the poison. If word got around that I was ratting my clients out to the Adherents, it'd be the end of me. Damn, I was afraid of that. If you made an enemy of the locals, this won't be the last attempt in your life. The truth is, I never saw the customer's face. They wore a hood. A monk's cowl, I believe. But I can tell you that Saint Ettore is used in religious rituals. Prophets and seers will do anything to leave their bodies. Well, at least that's some encouragement.
If you want mystic types, you want to go visit the Temple of Andra. Probably the only reason you'd want to go there.
On the other hand, Claviger Amond was cozy with plenty of mystics and oddballs. We could check out his estate for clues.
Go past the Hightown Gate to the north, then follow the road eastward until you reach the statue of Andra. Easier said than done, believe me. I hope that I've been able to assist you in some small way. Good luck in your investigation, Envoy.
So we're going to the temple to find a mystic to ask about the poison.
Okay.
Not what I imagine.
Lots of things to do the next time we play. But for right now, we are definitely going to save. This is really struggling. That battle was tough. And it's also 1 p.m. and I would like some lunch. I'm hungry. So, you guys also got to see my wicked buddies. My papa dog who loves all the hugs. All the hugs. But alright. So I have now died. I can't come back. So next time, I want to finish this whole thing next time I play. Finding the Watcher, getting this information, solving my murder, all that jazz. And then I'll do any side quests that I got today after that. It's interesting. I'm curious why they wanted to kill me. The mushrooms are evil. I stand by that. And hopefully the next time I play this isn't as glitchy. My god, this game eats RAM. We'll see how long I can continue pushing through with playing this. Because that was rough. Especially there at the end. That was rough. But anyway, I'm going to go restart my computer. So that way I can edit this video as well as part 1. Because I haven't edited that yet. And also edit my Pokemon reactions. I'll probably record another Pokemon reaction this afternoon. And start getting those out as well. I don't know what days I'm going to post those yet. My games are usually Wednesday, Saturday. I don't know when I'm going to do Pokemon. Monday, Friday? I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Keep an eye out for that, though. Those are going to drop soon. So if you enjoyed this, click that like button. Click subscribe if you want to see the rest of this game. Hopefully running a bit smoother in future ones. I'm going to tweak some stuff and see if I can get it to work better. So subscribe if you want to see the rest of this game, as well as any future games. And then leave me comments. Suggest some good games to play as well. Some shorter games, some games that aren't open worlds are great for the channel. I love open world games too, but the ones that aren't open world are really good for the channel, especially when they're episodic. Because then I'm not like this going, where do I stop? Bah. I have a hard and fast stop point in those. So please let me know. Give me some ideas. And as usual, don't plagiarize. Just don't do it.